Today we're going to review hands-on equations. In pre-algebra, we've been working a lot with equations, and we found a way to make it more concrete. So instead of just looking at numbers and variables in an equation, we've been using pictures. Let's take a look at this equation. Each snowman weighs 135 pounds. The reindeer weighs 289 pounds. What is the weight in pounds of one of the penguins? Since we don't know the weight of the penguins, they become our variables, so they will both be labeled as x. So what we do with this concrete visual is we use it to write an equation. On this side, 135 plus 135 plus 135 equals 405. The center of the balance scale always stands as our equal sign. And on the other side, we know that we have 289 plus 2x. And we know solving equations, we're trying to get that variable all by itself. So our first step is going to be either add or subtract. So because we're trying to get this x to stand alone on its side, we're going to get rid of the 289 using the inverse operation. Those cancel each other out. We do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to draw a nice neat line. And doing my subtraction, I end with 116, and I still have 2x on this side. After I add or subtract, I move on to multiply or divide. Here I see that this is multiplication. The inverse operation of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide by 2. Same thing to the other side. So I end up with x is equal to 58. Now that was just a simple two-step equation, but it works as we build on, including when we move to variables on both sides. Take, for example, this visual. From this visual, you need to write an equation. We know we have two unknowns right here, and those are our variables, so we're going to call those 2x, or 2 triangle, and then we bring down what's with it. We have a plus 2. Remember, the center of the scale is always our equal sign, and now we have 1x on this side plus 10. When we're solving variable equations with variables on both sides of the equal sign, it's a good idea to always take the smaller variable away first. So looking at 2x and x, I want to get rid of the x first. So I can simply subtract x and cross it out, and I'll subtract x from this side. 2x minus x is going to leave us with 1x. I can just represent it as x. I'll bring down my plus 2 equals, and I still have a positive 10 on this side. And now I'm down to a nice, easy one-step equation. So I'm going to take the 2 away, then cancel each other out, take 2 away, so x simply equals 8. I know some people dread the distributive property, and using the scales can help with this as well, but it's in reverse. You would start with an equation, and then you could build your own scale and go from there. Let me show you how. Given this equation, I can draw a scale. The parentheses tell me I'm using the distributive property, and the number in front is telling me how many sets of what is inside the parentheses I'm going to have. So I'm going to have 4 sets of 8, or x minus 8. So I have translated that part of the equation onto my scale. And then I can also bring my 12 down. So I've turned my equation into a scale model, and now I can rewrite the equation, because if that distributive property makes you uncomfortable, this is a better way. So let's count my x's. I have 1, 2, 3, 4x, And now I have 4 negative 8s. And a negative 8 plus a negative 8 plus a negative 8 plus a negative 8 is going to give me a negative 32. Remember, this center is always my equal sign, and it equals 12. And now I have a nice, easy two-step equation to solve. I'm going to add or subtract first. I see the subtraction sign with the 32 right here. So I'm going to use the inverse operation of addition to get rid of it. If I do it to one side, I do it to the other. So now I am left with 4x is equal to 44. Next step is to multiply or divide. So I need to get that x on its own, so I'm going to get rid of the 4. Same thing on the other side, so x is equal to 11. That is how hands-on equation works with the scale model. I wish you luck on your next test, and I'll see you soon. And why don't you give this one a try for extra practice?
Made with Doodlecast Pro.